Hortatory Exposition Text. Members of group: Chintya Agustin, Erlia Prabasiwy, Eva Soviawati. Class 11 Social 2.
Definition of hortatory exposition as analytical exposition text. Hortatory exposition text is a kind of English text that belongs to the argumentative text. Hortatory exposition is a text which represents the aim of the writer to have the readers do something or act in a certain way. Generic structure hortatory exposition. 1. Thesis. The writer point of view about the topic discussed. 2. Argument. Series of arguments which strengthen the thesis started before. 3. Recommendation. The writer gives recommendation to the reader. Purpose of hortatory exposition. Hortatory exposition is used to persuade the reader or listener that something should or should not be the case or be done. Language features conjunction. The present tense, compound sentence, complex sentence, modal adverbs, subjective opinion, emotive word.
The dangerous effect of littering. Thesis. We produce a lot of trash every day. It is true that it is unavoidable, but having a better way to deal with it is imperative. Because all this time our habit of littering has attracted our environment in a horrible way. Below are several dangerous effects of littering that some of you might not realize this whole time. Argument 1. If your environment doesn't smell nice, you probably have some organic waste spread around. Organic waste cannot, and when it does, it pollutes the air with unpleasant smell. Rotten trash is also a good place for some dangerous germs to grow. These dangerous germs can be distributed to the environment through the air or with the help of flies. It means that when you let organic waste lying around, you have to be ready to get sick. Non-organic waste, or also known as non-biodegradable waste, such as plastic and styrofoam, can also bring negative effect to our environment. In fact, most blood that happens in the urban area is the result of littering this kind of waste. Plastic and styrofoam that we throw carelessly will be brought to the sewer by the rainwater. Sun. It will pile up. Condition happens. Flood is unavoidable. Argument 2. This type of trust also often washed away to the sea. As the result, contaminates the water and endangers the life of sea creatures. The danger is real. There has been hundreds of sea animals such as turtle, fish, whale, and seal die because they accidentally eat some plastic and cigarette butts. The number will continuously rise if we don't start to change our habit of littering. If this example is not enough to move your heart, then ask to yourself, do you want to eat fish with a bunch of trash inside its belly? If you don't, then change it. Recommendation: littering will only cause a lot of additional problem that will lead back to use. When we litter, we are actually endangering our own safety. So if you want to live a happy and healthy life, I strongly advise you to stop littering and start caring to your environment.
Question.
Should students be forced to public transportation? First, let me define what the question is and isn't asking. It isn't asking if we all abandon cars right now, nor is it asking if we should abandon them completely, nor is it asking if every American should do so. It is asking whether some Americans should have to take public transit all the time, and I would say yes. Oil use and pollution aside, in some cities like Los Angeles and New York, there just isn't room for any more roads. So in order for less cities to grow, they need more people to take public transit or raise permanent traffic jam. On bus can safely hold 40 vehicles, so even at half capacity, that's nearly 20 cars worth of space in traffic cleared up, and nearly 20 parking spaces that don't need to build. There are a lot of people that can take with transit little inconvenience, but simply don't have in the past. If residents in areas with plenty of transit had to buy transit passes as part of their property taxes, and they will have little excuse not to bus occasionally. QA number of universities already battle a U pass with their tuition fees, forcing their students to take the bus. When given the majority of those students have voted to keep the program. A similar system in apartments where a portion of the tenants are not issued parking spaces in exchange for a discount on their rent would also be community car to several apartment tenants that arrange a schedule for the car, and this program gets many positive reviews. So I would say the Americans should be forced to use public transit, as Americans who are already forced to do so find that it works well for them.
One. What does writer suggest? A. Americans should learn to use public transportation. B. Americans should give up their car. C. Americans should be forced to use public transportation. D. The government should limit the number of cars. E. The government should charge extra taxes for those who use cars. 2. The following is one of the writer's suggestions in forcing people to use public transportation. A. Make people buy transit passes as part of their property taxes. B. Banning the use of cars. C. Stop automobile production. D. Fine people who do not use public transportation. E. Limit the number of gasoline. What is the purpose of the article? A. Defining the function of public transportation. B. Arguing that Americans should not use public transportation. C. Suggesting Americans the ways to use public transportation. D. Asking for more public transportation. E. Suggesting that Americans should be forced to use public transportation. 4. What is the function of the first paragraph? A. Repeating the thesis or proposal. B. Stating the proposal. C. Stating the reason behind this thesis. D. Describing the problem. E. Giving argument. 5. In the article, you find the word transit a few times. What does the underlined word means? A. Stop. B. Transportation. C. Exit. D. Entrance. E. Bus stop. Answer. 1. C. 2. A. 3. E. 4. B. 5. A. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.